Who told you that you were supposed to be happy all of the time? Because that's a lie. You're not supposed to be happy all the time. It's a part of life to feel unhappiness at times. You know, there's ups, there's downs, that's life. And when you're unhappy, that's actually great motivation. You don't want to be numb on the same level all the time. Maybe it's something to strive for, but you're never going to get there. And you don't want that completely. The place where you're going wrong is you're thinking that being sad is a negative thing when it doesn't have to be, right? So Buddha says that attachment leads to suffering, right? Well, originally I thought that meant the emotions, feelings and whatever, they come and go through your mind, and just don't attach to them because they're temporary, they're transient, it doesn't matter, right? But what I think now is what he's actually talking about is don't get attached to the meanings you prescribe to these emotions and feelings, right? So say you're sad, some sort of sadness comes up, bubbles up in your head, rather than just thinking, oh, okay, well, I'll feel better tomorrow, in an hour, in a week, whatever time frame it is, depending on how sad you are and what's going on in your life. Instead of thinking like that, accept the sadness and just think, so what? I'm sad right now. Okay, why is that a bad thing? If you're like, oh, I'm sad right now, I'm sad, right? How do I overcome this sadness? And you're like really prescribing this negative meaning towards it, then all of a sudden it's a problem. But if you're like, oh, I'm really sad right now, then it's like, okay, but who gives a fuck? Who told me that I was supposed to be happy all the time? Is this not part of life? Have I not been sad before and come out on the other end? What's wrong with being sad? Do you think everyone's happy all of the time? No. So why is being sad such a bad thing? So don't prescribe a negative feeling to it or negative meaning towards it, and you'll be fine. So that's the number one piece of advice that I got. Stop prescribing bad meanings to things. And even better than that, you're in control of your mind. People don't actually understand this, but you have the power to just prescribe a good meaning to it. Say you're sad, right? You're depressed. You can actually decide that that's a good thing. That's your choice. So if you start then flipping the script, rather than feeling negative, feeling like, oh shit, I'm sad, I'm down, I'm depressed, I'm anxious, I'm heartbroken, whatever it may be that you're dealing with, you can say, you know what, fuck that shit. I'm depressed, I'm anxious, this and that. This is fucking amazing. Because then, when I eventually do get happy, it's going to feel 10 times better. Oh, on the other side of this, I'm going to become stronger. See, you can play these little games in your head. But the thing is, as well, is you're not actually lying to yourself, right? If you're watching this right now and you're really depressed or you're really anxious or whatever you're going through, you're not lying to yourself when you tell yourself that when you come out on the other end, you're going to be stronger. You know that's a fact, right? So you tell yourself the truth and you see a different part of it because your brain is just locked in on the negatives, and that's why you're seeing it as a negative thing. But if you just switch that same obstacle into thinking that it's a positive thing happening in your life and that it's going to benefit you in some way, even in the present moment, in the long term, whatever it may be, then it's a fucking great thing. You decide whether it's a good thing or not. People don't realise how much power they have up here over their life and their emotions and everything. So that's my advice. Just fucking make sure you know that you're in control of this shit. And yeah, man, I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing right now. I'm gonna be real. I have no fucking idea. It's my first ever video or anything like that. But I want to just fucking make videos. And I used to be fucking extremely depressed and anxious. I didn't leave my house for like 2 years. I dropped out of school when I was young, and I was a fuck up, right? But overcoming all that negativity, and this is how I did it. I did it through stoicism, like CBT almost, cognitive behavioural therapy that I gave to myself. And I did it by telling myself the truth, but just the positive truth, rather than focusing on the negative truth. I would tell myself, wow, I'm so anxious and I can't even fucking go out the house for like, I think I didn't leave my house once for like 14 months. I was fucked. I couldn't get a haircut, nothing. And the way I got out of it is I told myself the truth. I was like, you know what? Once I get over this, I'm gonna be fucking like solid. And then I started like dissecting my anxiety. What is it? I got an overactive brain. I can like perceive more things. I perceive more threats. I've got more like brain power almost. And I started saying, okay, well, I just need to keep myself more busy. If I can like find the positives in this, I can be like, you know, fucking propel my life forward 10 times. I started realising it's actually a fucking superpower, because every little individual thing that is happening in your life, you can use to your advantage. You know, for me, it was my anxiety, and that was something that I just flipped the script on. But for you, it might be something else. I don't know what it is. And, you know, you can help inspire others and become stronger on the other side of it. And there will be a day where you'll be so fucking happy that you went through it. Like, honestly, like, that whole period of my life of being extremely depressed and anxious and not even being able to fucking shower for like a month. I'd go like months at a time without showering. It was fucked. I was down bad. But you know what? I come out on the other side and I'm, you know, so fucking happy now because I experienced that low. Now life just seems high. And also, I realised how to truly find happiness. Because when you're down there and you dig yourself out, you realise where like happiness and fulfilment comes in life. And for me, I realised, and I think this is true for, you know, 99% of men, is that happiness is a stupid thing to chase, and you should chase fulfilment instead, and it comes from bettering yourself. And then I got into self-improvement, started with a gym, and, you know, my mindset, and now I'm chasing everything. I'm 22 and a future millionaire. Decent. But yeah, man, so let me know in the comments or whatever, the 3 people that watch this, whether you enjoyed it or not. My goal with all this is I'm just going to make a bunch of videos, like probably like 3 times a week or something, all like 5, 6, 7, up to 10 minutes long of me just talking, chatting shit, trying to inspire people to, you know, be a better person, live a better life and find fulfillment in life rather than happiness, because that's what you should be chasing. And yeah, we'll see. I'll hope to keep this up, and yeah, just let me know what you thought. And I can't wait to be judged for all this shit, because this is fucking weird. But when I make it, it's no longer embarrassing, so let's fucking go.